Okay.
Hey, what's going on everyone? It's a Jazzy bringing a new video on Duel Links, and today we are going to be looking at the new box, but I am joined by a few of my friends in the Discord. Say hi, guys.
Hello.
That's Showstopper, and I think the other ones are muted right now, or not talking, so yeah, let's just get straight into it. Showstopper will be putting his input on the cards as well, and yeah, we'll just go through them all. So this brand new box, we have the white Knight Dragon, a dragon monster that can negate spell and traps that target it. I guess that's good. Actually, what do you think of the white Knight Dragon?
I actually like it, but is able to be searched with the new Kaiba 45, right? So it's like 3,000 attack and 2,500 defense.
Yeah, it's exactly 2,500 defense as well.
Yeah, so it's able to be searched, so it's not that bad.
Plus it's water, so it could work with sea self-attack.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I shouldn't be saying stuff like that, because that's a filthy combo with this card. Anyway, it looks like
isn't there another one?
It does look like a pretty decent card, and because it's a water dragon, I can see it having some synergy with some other good stuff in the game. So I guess it's alright. And the other UR that we have is the Tricky, and the Tricky is such a cool card, and I can see it having some really cool combos placed with it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, could be using Hazy.
Yeah, it's probably going to see some play in Hazy, the Tricky. You can special summon this card from your hand by discarding one card. Obviously, if you throw a Hazy into the graveyard, special summon this, tribute it off, and then obviously you can special summon the Hazy back from the grave that you discarded. It's got loads of synergy.
Oh wow.
It doesn't work with Dark Worlds that I know of because it's a cost.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if it was a cost or not, but yeah, I guess not.
Yeah, I'm glad the Tricky's in the game though. It's a pretty cool card. The next card is Dragon Ice. I'm not too sure about this because it's a 5-star with only 1,800 attack, 2,200 defense. When your opponent special summons a monster, except during the damage step, you can discard one card, special summon this from your hand. There can only be one Dragon Ice on the field. It's meh. It's meh. What do you guys think of it?
Isn't there another water monster that can be affected by that trap card? Easily to summon if it's off the field?
Yeah, I guess. We'll have to see what it does. It is a dragon effect. It could work with the big boy, but we'll have to see what it does.
I mean, isn't Chaos Hunter a thing?
That's true. This is just a weaker Chaos Hunter, isn't it?
I mean, it could probably work in Sea Stealth.
It probably will.
Yep.
This box has got like a lot of water support, but in the form of dragons and spellcasters and stuff, which is cool. Like the next card is Blizzard Princess, and I remember this in the TCG. I can't remember what decks it was in, but I remember it. You can tribute summon this card in face-up attack position by tributing one spellcaster monster. After this card is normal summoned, your opponent cannot activate spell and traps for the rest of the turn. That's a very powerful effect, I think. So as soon as it's special summoned to the field, well, when it's normal summoned to the field, I mean, your opponent cannot activate any spell and traps for the rest of the turn, so they can't like Wall of DU or Econ Take or anything.
I know you can combo that with Diffusion Wave Motion. And they could just attack. If they have a lot of monsters on the field, you could just use Diffusion and then attack for all of them. And they can't do anything about it unless it's like Sphere Karibo.
Wait, and you can tribute it using one spellcaster monster. That's going to be really good with Jester.
Oh yeah.
That Fiend Jester dude, you throw him on the field and then you can like tribute him off straight away and bring out Blizzard Princess.
Wait, isn't it a summoner or no?
Well, that requires like, because the thing with Legion, the normal summon on top of summoning it with when it's a spellcaster. So you summon it and then you can summon again, but it has to be a spellcaster. But with Blue Dragon Summoner, you're wasting the normal summon, and then you have to wait till next turn. Unless you double summon or something.
So Blizzard Princess is going to work so well with the Jester. And then next, it's the Spellbook Magician of Prophecy, which I'm not happy that is in the game right now. When this card is normal summoned or flip summoned, add a Spellbook spell from your deck to your hand. And we all know Spellbooks can do some crazy stuff with all the spells. It's got very weak attack and defense, 500, 400, but it's the spells that really make the deck powerful.
I mean, I could see seeing some plays to get some searches off.
Yeah, its entire archetype is just getting all the cards out of your deck.
Yeah, you play one spellbook to get another spellbook to use that spellbook to just keep using spellbooks. I can see that deck being like pretty good, but we'll have to see because it could just flop. Because Boojins are like OP in the TCG, but they're terrible in Duel Links. It might be the same for spellbooks.
I mean, Boojin still have some potential. It just lost all fate in this meta.
And also, they don't have their Xyz cards, so...
Yeah, that's true.
Playing half a deck.
The same could be said about Six Samurais as well.
Yeah, because they need Shien. Not the Xyz, the Synchro Shien.
Next card is Mage Power, and this is just like a power boosting spell equip. Not too great, I think. The equipped monster gains 500 attack and defense for each spell and trap you control, and we only have 3 spell and trap zones. It's not too great, I think. Mage Power.
Let me see. If you really want to play like a fun thing, you can have Mage Power equipped to a Spellcaster and then use Crystal Power, that skill, and then you just get like a bit more extra.
Yeah, that could make for a fun deck, I guess. But apart from that,
imagine having 3 Mage Powers on the field.
Ooh, 3 Mage Powers. Yeah, I can see a Last Gamble deck being pretty cool with 3 Mage Powers. That might work. And then equip them to that Spellcaster where it gains 700 attack for each equipped spell.
Oh,
you can get it from the lotto right now.
Mahavalo?
Yeah, it's got a weird name, something like that. That could make for a fun deck, but Mage Power, I don't know. It's not like too OP or anything too crazy. Next is Spellbook of Secrets. Add 1 Spellbook from your deck to your hand, except Spellbook of Secrets. You can activate 1 Spellbook of Secrets per turn. So this one's basically just thin the deck, grab stuff that you need, stuff like that. Nothing too crazy. And then we got Spellbook of Life. Banish 1 Spellcaster monster from your graveyard and reveal 1 other Spellbook. Oh, fuck Spellbook. We won't go over all the Spellbooks because they're just annoying, and I really don't like them. All you need to know is the Spellbook deck is going to be pretty good or it's going to be pretty terrible. That's all you need to know. But next we got Tribute Burial. You can't special summon for the rest of this turn. Once during this turn, you can conduct a tribute summon that's required 2 tributes by banishing 1 monster from each graveyard instead of tributing. Ooh. That's pretty good, I guess. What do you guys think of Tribute Burial if you've already seen it?
I can see seeing some playing Archfiends.
Yeah, that could be good in Archfiends.
Yeah. I was also thinking Dark Magician, but that's if you feel like it, because Dark Magicians do well with Dark Magic Curtain, all that other stuff.
Yeah, it could power up Dark Magicians. The deck that I was thinking of is, it could bring out Levia Dragon pretty easily, I guess, because I really want to bring Levia Dragon back into the meta, but it might not. It's a cool spell, it might see some play. We'll have to test it out and in-game and whatnot and all that crazy stuff. Next, we got this crazy trap hole looking thing. If you have no trap cards in your graveyard, target 2 monsters on the field, destroy those targets. It's situational as hell, because if you're running multiple copies of this, it's only going to work once. I don't know, I kind of don't like it. What do you guys think of it? The new trap hole card?
I like it a lot. It's gonna definitely work in Sylvans and in Mask Heroes because both those decks don't even run trap cards anyway, and they don't. Even if you target their cards, it doesn't really matter to them because you can target with Sylvans, for example. You can target a Carrot and a Rose Lover, and they still want to be in a graveyard anyways, so it doesn't really matter if you target that.
I guess it could. But then again, you'll only have to run the 1 copy, like I said, because if there's already a copy of it in the graveyard, it's not going to work.
true, but you just need it. At least for Sylvans, it's still OTK, like OTK potential.
Yeah, I guess it could work with Sylvans. I guess. Plus, it just says target 2 monsters. It doesn't matter about them being face up or face down, which is pretty good.
Chaz.
Yo, what's up?
Apps is telling me that you can use Display Writer.
Display right? What?
It just basically you can target one normal trap card in your graveyard and ban the shit.
Oh yeah, you can banish traps on your graveyard to power up Displayed Rider. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It probably might see some play. I can see it being. Like I said about most of the cards, we're gonna have to test them out, see how it does. But I think Del Rey was right that it might actually see some play in Sylvans. The next card is Gemini Elf. That's a normal rare monster. 900 attack. 900. Well, 1900 attack, 900 defense. And it's a spellcaster, which is pretty cool. This is actually a really good card because we needed more like basic normal spellcasters, and this is a pretty powerful beta for a 4-star.
Already replaces Neo the Magic Swordsman.
Yeah, it does.
1900.
And obviously, if you're running Jester in your deck to get the tribute summons off quicker, it's going to work really well with Gemini Elf. Because you'll be able to get the free searches off.
That's true.
Ice Master. You can special summon this card from your hand by tributing 2 water monsters. Once per turn, you can target one face-up monster on the field, place... Oh, it's an ice counter, bloody ice counter kind of monster. I'm not keen on ice counter monsters. What do you guys think of Ice Master?
Seems to be a lot.
I don't think Ice Master's going to see any play whatsoever, really, because ice counters aren't the strongest countering deck in the game.
I can see it being used for memes, but that's about it.
Yeah.
It's like a slower aliens.
And then there's Ice Queen as well. That's basically the same thing with the counters. Gusto Thunderbolt. A Thunder Support 4-star 1500 12. At the end of battle, if this card is in the graveyard because it was destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can banish one Gusto monster from the graveyard to summon one Wind Psychic. What? I thought it was Thunder and it's targeting Wind Psychic types. Oh, Gusto archetype.
Yeah, the Gustos are Wind Psychics.
Ah. I'm gonna have to. I don't really know much about them, but I'll have to look at them because I really do like my psychic monsters. Someone's mic is screwed. Just a heads up. It keeps making a rustling noise, like a super loud one. But the Gusto archetype actually looks really cool because I enjoy my psychics, and if there's more psychic support, that's great. The Whirlwind of Gusto, once per turn, you can return one card from your hand. What? Return one card from your hand to the bottom of the deck to target one monster in your opponent's control. I don't understand them. I don't understand it whatsoever.
Ew, how are you doing?
Gusto Griffin. If this card is sent from your hand to the graveyard, you can special summon one Gusto monster from your deck. Ooh. Does that any Gusto monster so you can target like a level 6 or higher?
Box?
I'm liking these Gustos, actually.
I think, let me see. I know the Gusto Thunbolt works with Reese because it's less than 1500 defense.
Ooh, that's true.
So if it gets sent to the graveyard at the battle phase, it can banish itself and then get that card out.
And you could run Borg in the deck as well and banish the stuff in the graveyard if you want to power up Borg. It's just more psychic support that I'm gonna enjoy testing out.
I do like Gusto Griffin. I think that card, couldn't you potentially add that with like a Dark World Dealings type of deck?
Gusto Griffin,
it's like
it's so good. It reminds me of Pyramid Turtle in a way.
Oh, not Pyramid Turtle.
Wait, oh no, because it's sent from your hand to the graveyard. Oh, I thought it was sent from the field to the graveyard. That means it'll work like with Tribute to the Doom and stuff like that, which is pretty cool, I guess.
And Dark Core.
Yeah, Dark Core. And Dark World Dealings. Prophecy Destroyer. I remember this guy from the TCG. If this card is in your graveyard, you can banish 3 Spellbooks from your graveyard, special summon this from your graveyard, 2,500. It's not too great, but the card art, if you've seen the card art for it, it's beautiful. It's like one of the best card arts ever. Just a dude with a giant sword and wings. Not too cool. Weak attack for its effects and stuff. I'm just scrolling through them, like, trying to pick out the interesting cards. I don't want to, like, go over every single card. Hey, we have another fish. 3-star Creeping Doom. Have you guys seen the Creeping Doom?
Like a baby Jinzo.
Yo, it is a baby Jinzo. That is so cool. And especially with what fish do right now in the meta is, like, target back row and blow them up and, like, control the board. When this card is normal summoned successfully, no trap can be activated, meaning it just gives them more power to control what they need to. I really like that card.
You just have to protect it with spell cards like Econ. You just have to make sure it lives long enough so you can lock it down.
Most fish decks like run Powerful Rebirths, which will be able to keep it alive, Econ and Super Rushes and stuff like that. So it's going to survive. And most people will be targeting your flying fish anyway over it. I like it. More Gustos. We have a lot of Gustos in this deck, which is really cool. Do we have anything else that's like kind of new in here? Can you guys think of anything in this box? Oh, Tricky Spell 4.
Yeah.
Send one face-up tricky monster you control to the graveyard special summon tokens. I guess that's going to be cool. The tokens can't declare attack, but you contribute them off for, like, if you're trying to make a raw deck, or, what's it called? The Destiny Hero 3 tribute monsters, whatever they are. Dogma. I don't know, you could make a Destiny Hero tricky deck and try and bring out the big boys that cost 3 tributes.
Oh yeah, like Plasma and Dogma.
Yeah, that's it, Plasma. When a spell trap is activated, destroy your cards in your control with the deck. No, that's done. Chain this.
No, it's the controller's deck. So if they activate something, you could just chain this and destroy all those in their deck.
Actually, that's pretty cool. Actually, wait, that means if your opponent's if your opponent's running spellbooks, that could really hurt them. Yeah.
And it even stops, like, it's like Curse Seal, Forbidden Spell, but you don't have to discard it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't stop, like, either. So if they use Econ and they have, like, 3...
Imagine
all 3 of them.
Imagine hitting Mass Change with that as well.
Oh, no.
That is a very powerful spell. I mean, trap.
Yeah. Yeah.
This box altogether is a mini box, isn't it? I think. 2 URs and the rest are... I recommend this box. If you're into the archetypes that are into this box, I recommend pulling it. But if you are free to play, I'd highly recommend still going for your Sylvans or your Fish or whatever. It's because I can't see this box being too amazing in the meta. It does have some fun cards, but at the same time, I can't see the power creep in this box like affecting PvP. What do you guys think?
I think it has some untapped potential. We just have to see what comes out of it, because all of the cards synergize with each other.
They do. I can see the Gusto cards. They might actually make it into the meta because Psychics have always been like pretty good. They just needed a boost in the right direction, and that might be it. But it's nowhere near as powerful as the other boxes that we've had. Like, it's got no staple cards. Like nothing too stapley in here.
I mean, I can see a good amount of cards being used for farming.
Yeah, they'll be useful for farming, but we'll have to see. I would hold off on buying from this box, see if the spellbooks are going to be like OP and stuff, then spend your gems, or see if the Gustos are OP and then spend your gems. But I wouldn't just go like fully invest in this box, like straight off the bat.
I mean, I can see some memes going around with that wacky magic, with that many spellbooks.
Yeah, that could be cool.
Yeah, that one.
The problem with spellbooks that I'm seeing right now is we don't have the right monsters for them to be powerful. Because we don't have Prophecy of the Spellbooks, I think it's called, and there's some other monsters that would make the deck more powerful. But I guess they could run some spellcasters that we already have. Like I said in the Discord the other day, run Cerberus and then activate all your spellbooks, and your Cerberus is going to be insanely powerful. Because if you're activating like 14 spellbooks in one turn, your Cerberus is going to be power boosted to hell. You just need to make sure that your opponent doesn't somehow stop your Cerberus. Anyway, yeah.
Cerberus is a pretty funny card, spell card, and the fact that it's targetable because it is a spellcaster.
Yeah. Anyway, my thoughts on the box. I'm liking the Gusto. This is the first time I've actually seen that they are adding the Gusto archetype into Duel Links, which I'm pretty happy about. More Psychic Sport. That's really awesome. I'm definitely gonna pull from this box and test out the Gustos and bring videos based around that deck because it looks really cool. Any last thoughts before I wrap up the video?
Spellcasters are cool. I like spellcasters.
Spellcasters are cool. Anyone else want to like input anything before I end?
Spellcasters now have potential now.
Lack of spellbook of knowledge.
Yeah, everyone's like hyped about spellcasters maybe coming back into the meta, which is awesome to see because the spellcaster, I mean the spellbooks don't just mean you have to run them with spellbooks. You could run them with other spellcaster decks and they will be powerful, I guess.
Nice change.
Like Spellbook of Power.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Do we have
3,000?
Spellbook of Power?
Yeah, we do. It's in here.
Oh yeah, Spellbook of Powers are rare as well. My god. That's really good. So we're probably going to see a lot of new like spellcaster decks pop up.
If you use the card Spellbook of Power and Diffusion Wave Motion, where you just pay 1,000 and you target one high level 7, and it attacks all the monsters.
Oh yeah.
You can just use that and then search for a bunch of spellbooks, like 3 of them.
Yeah.
They have 3 monsters.
So the spellbooks, yeah, people are already thinking then ways to use spellbooks in other decks just than spellbooks themselves, which is cool to see. We're gonna have
Spellbook's just more a support thing anyway.
Yeah, it's gonna be more support based around spellcaster archetypes and people using them in different ones. Oh, you know for a fact I'm gonna test spellbooks in Gravekeepers. Gravekeeper spellbooks is gonna happen.
That's how I was leveling up a Shizu because I want Visionary.
Yeah, I'm leveling up a Shizu as well because spellbooks with Gravekeepers might be really fun. Anyway, that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you guys for joining me today in the Discord. You guys, yeah. So cheers. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. It really helps our channel. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.
Goodbye. Goodbye.